Hey y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood caveman, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 31st episode of Gegege no Kitarou. And I gotta say, this episode is actually one of my favorite Gegege no Kitarou episodes. And that's kind of a mix of my biases because it's an episode related to YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but OTube, you know, their own version of YouTube. And at least on me on a personal level, I could kind of relate to most of the things in the episode. So I'm going to be a bit less objective when it comes to reviewing this episode, just a heads up. Because for one, I like how, at least in this episode, it still had a good amount of comedy. Like when you see Ratman trying to find an easy way of making money and you still Ratman just like do like the slap of logic saying, "Fool, no, that shit ain't gonna work." And that had me chuckling because I was like, yo, this woman's not even gonna let him explain his method of making money, and that just got me laughing. But it makes sense too, because in the context of things, from Neko's perspective, it wouldn't be rude because most of the time, every single time she lets Ratman talks, it's either some kind of savage-ass scam or some way of ripping off people. So in this instance, her cutting off Ratman makes sense. And that's what led to the good humor. But what I really like is when you had the Azuki yokai, like Ozuki Arai and Ozuki Baba, and the third fuzzy-looking Ozuki yokai, trying to like scare people, because that's what the yokai used to do in order to like wanted to help support Azuki beans. And it kind of felt relatable to an extent, these sequences, because midway in the episode they try to make like a YouTube video of like doing Azuki beans, but then it doesn't work out. And I can kind of relate to that too, because when I made my first video, it wasn't even actually on the Rabbit Caveman channel, it was actually on the Crimson Tiny channel. And a few of the videos kind of started out slow. So when that happened, I was like, yeah, I know how that feels. Ugh. And then I enjoyed how as the episode went on, it did a good job of portraying some of the YouTube struggles that a channel could have. Because when you have Ratman, for once, he actually has a brilliant idea. And he has these three Azuki yokai do all these things, all this hilarious shit, like throwing around these candles, bouncing on like these fucking, on these cushions in order to get YouTube views, and then it's going up in like the millions, and then a few 100,000 subscribers. And I can kind of relate to that too, because even though I've never had that amount of quantity of subscribers in the Rabbit Caveman channel, there was a period where it was going up, and then it felt too close to home when things kind of went down, and it went down for these because you have these yokai split up through creative differences. I mean, for me, it was starting to go down more at least in my case in the Rabbit Caveman channel, because it was just hard to keep up with like the constant demand, with like all the animes coming out in like the speed, and then real life circumstances prevented me from making videos on the schedule I want them to. And just sent me through a fit of frustration that made me have like the 2-year hiatus in the Rabbit Caveman channel. And it felt too real because this episode portrayed that perfectly. Because then you had the situation where the Azuki yokai were all like, one of them was all like, Baba was all like, I only care about the beans, and she told the other two off. And then you had the furry looking yokai wanting to just focus on the beans. And then you had Arai wanting to keep up with the YouTube, and then when he tries it again, he sees a subscription drop, and again that feels too real, and that kind of relates to YouTube too, because after you take a hiatus or you do something different, you have a temporary swing down, and I kind of had that in the Rabbit Caveman channel too before it like went up. And it kind of made me feel in the episode. If any of you see my live reaction, I actually did tear up a little bit on my left eye because that just felt too real, like, because it brought back memories of the original Rabbit Caveman channel I had, where I like worked hard, and then it was just eviscerated in like the span of a few days. And then when you had one of the yokai, Azuki Bin yokai, just go in desperation mode, throwing beans at people to try to get Azuki Beans back in popularity. I was like, fuck. It's like, kind of felt like Toei. Man, it just felt like Toei, the writers were just so in sync. It just felt like they did their research on what happens to like YouTube channels, because again, I was also in desperation mode too on the Rabbit Caveman channel. For anyone that's came from there for a bit, I released like uncensored hentai reaction videos and anime reaction videos, and I just took so many gambles, and then YouTube took it down because of the hentai reactions, and then you have Kitarou kick the ass of the Azuki Arai yokai, and again, kind of felt real too in my situation, because instead of it being Kitarou kicking the ass of Arai, in this situation I was the Azuki Arai, and YouTube was pretty much fucking Kitarou, beating the life out of my channel. But luckily, at least for now, everything's fine, and I have the Anime Caveman channel to start and to begin anew. And that's why this episode really hit me emotionally, and why. And that's what I meant when I said, when I review this episode, I'm not gonna be able to read it 100% objectively like some of the other episodes. And that's what really hit me, and it made me really enjoy the episode, because this episode had a lot of themes of you shouldn't give up your old self just to like gain popularity. You should always keep a certain portion of your old self, and I like the way this episode expressed those themes. And then I like how this episode also expressed the themes of keeping in mind the long run and not just the short term, because when you had Ratman trying to get the Azuki yokai to like make the YouTube channel, he was all just about quick gain without thinking of ways of monetizing maybe the Azuki Beans and selling it into YouTube videos, and like, I don't know, that wasn't making a lot of money in comparison. And then in the end, when it ended off with like the Azuki yokai actually well off and working with humans and having like this successful thing where pastries are being sold and really popular, I was just fucking smiling thinking, damn Ratman, yo, fucked up, because he only looked at the trees and not the forest. So that was also good. Like, this episode had a lot of good themes going for it too. I'd say really the only inconsistency was like some animation issues here and there. And then again with the Kitarou flying with the crows. I mean, good lord, Kitarou, you criticized Agnes literally 2 episodes ago when they fought against Frankenstein, where you were like, you're causing a ruckus, yet Kitarou's not causing a ruckus, flying with fucking crows at all. Like, seriously, please, Kitarou. So that was maybe one inconsistency about the episode, and maybe a bit of the animation issues, but I gotta give it credit. It gave Kitarou character development, because you see him smiling, so that's good. And he's smiling when you have yokai and humans actually interacting with each other, which shows he's grown as an individual, because in the first episode he was all like, humans can't spend too much time with yokai, but now things are at least changing in Kitarou's setting. You have Agnes and Kitarou share like a pastry together, which is a big leap for Agnes's character, because now she's bonding with Kitarou, because they showed in the previous episode she was just bonding with Mana, and she was getting to care about Neko too, but now she's also caring about Kitarou. So that's nice, and it should make any inevitable encounter versus the Western yokai actually matter a bit more. And yeah, and normally taking all these into consideration, I would rate it a 7 out of 10. But for me personally, since this episode did a lot for me, and it kind of made me feel some emotions, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, because again, the animation issues, and again, a bit of the whole plot inconsistencies, like with Kitarou flying with the crows during broad daylight. But really, everything else in this episode was really good. It was a heartfelt episode, and yeah, it really got to me a lot. Yeah. And it really opened up a lot of happy and positive memories simultaneously, and a lot of anime episodes can't do that yet. Gegege no Guitar just finds ways of doing it. And that goes to show you how great the series is. So anyways, guys, comment out your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video. Oh, guys and gals, Subscribe if you want to see more Gegege no Kitarou reviews. And have a great and safe weekend, y'all. And I'll see you guys next week if you subscribe for more. Bye.